somebody comes over, it's time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Blue Beetle. So I'm a DC superhero fan. I know you can't see it right there, but I got the original 5 up there. My wife bought me. Fantastic piece of art. Love the Justice League. Love Super Friends, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman. Go on and on and on. Blue Beetle? I don't know. You know, this is that story of Blue Beetle, and maybe when I see it, maybe I'll get it. But I think it's a different universe than I'm used to watching cartoons growing up. But it has a kid from Karate Kid, the series, in, who I really like. I think. Anyway, he doesn't look like him in this picture. George Lopez is in it. I like him too. But it's a story about something that overtakes his body, right? Something, you know, like not all the superheroes, like some of the superheroes. And, you know, he's just out of college and he's dealing with being a superhero. Don't know. Don't care. Here's the bad thing. I didn't realize it was only 6.2 on IMDb. 44,433 people like it so far. So, I don't know. I thought it was going to be great. I waited till the weekend. It's a Friday night. It's 2 hours and 7 minutes long. So, we'll see. I'm kind of excited. I wanted to see it until I saw it was 6.2. I mean, I watched last night, Love at First Sight was like a 6.9. A Netflix original. And this is only a 6.2. So, well, anyway. Well, let's see. Stick around. I'll let you know what I think. Hey everybody. We're at the credits of Blue Beetle. And I kind of get the scores, right? There's a lot to like about this movie. I'm trying to get the guy's name, but whatever. Our main character, Miguel, who plays from Karate Kid. There's a lot to like, right? I like him. I like a lot of the characters. It's very family-oriented. Like, you know, the belief in family is the strength, and there's post-credit scenes. So I gotta pause it real quick. I didn't realize that, but there's a lot not to like. Just some minimal things was the lack of the Blue Beetle action or heroics prior to, you know, moving into the third act, I think. Only a little bit was there. And I get it, it's kind of an origin story, but it escalates pretty quickly that, you know, kind of like the Green Lantern did back in the day, where in one day an origin story and then saving the world. Same kind of thing, right? And so, you know, but I like the characters. And I never knew Blue Beetle. I like what they did with the villain. Not Susan Sarandon is like the villain of it all, but like the anti-hero villain. I don't know what he is. You know, the Red Beetle, if you will. I like what they did there, and the way that they handled that, and that was good. And there's a lot to like. You know, anyway, the things that I don't like. How about that? Let's get into that and start right there. So, I mentioned about the lack of action for the hero coming in. And I think the biggest thing for me was the family trying to save him. When that starts to happen, it kind of goes downhill for me. I don't know why. You know, you want your family to come after you and stuff like that, but the way that they portray it in this movie just kind of ruined it for me. I, for the most part, was not on my phone in the beginning. It had me interested and gripped, but no emotional connection either. I don't want to go into too much detail because I don't want to spoil anything for you, but there's a part where you're supposed to feel something, right? And I didn't. Yeah, and it's funny that I mention that because just last night I watched a different movie that I had no real interest in seeing, but I was emotionally connected within an hour to those characters, and that didn't happen here. I don't know what the difference is. I really wanted to see this film. I really wanted to be emotionally connected. I'm a superhero kind of guy. This is my cup of tea, as I say again. So, but it didn't do that for me. I don't know why. You know, but it has everything else that you see in these superhero movies. The CGI, the love interest, you know, that whole thing build up, and I don't know. It just didn't hit the mark for me. Fun, liked everything. I think, again, I just think people should call me and be like, dude, what do you think? And I'd be like, change all this stuff. It's still, you got something here. I like it. I like the Blue Beetle. I like the origin story. I like our actors. But there's some things that you gotta correct. to get more love, and it only got a 6.2, and I can totally see why. So there you go. That's what I got. I don't know if I was helpful at all, but check it out if you want. I think you should. I'm not saying not to see it, but lower your expectations going in. So, all right, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna give it a 6. Kimmel's Irish Pub.